Hello, Hobby Club fam. Welcome to another Sunday Hobby Hang with Megan,
Hi.
myself, Zach. It's nice to see you guys here.
And some terrain.
If you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. We cover a lot of hobby content, Age of Sigmar content, and if you like either of those two things or are maybe Sigmar curious, join in. Trust me, you're gonna like what you see most of the time. Sometimes most of the time.
Once in a while.
With that, let's talk about hobby content in Age of Sigmar. I'm gonna jump in, Megan, show what I'm working on. So this is the centerpiece for this water board I've been making. Previously, I had this water board back when I was playing a lot of Warhammer 40,000, and it was themed to be like this Asuryani mangrove forest with lots of ruins. But with my pivot to Age of Sigmar, I've decided to kind of keep a lot of the wilderness stuff, which works in both settings, and add in some Age of Sigmar stuff so that it can be an Age of Sigmar board also. So here it is. This is, I'll show you a couple of things I have done. This is not done, but here's like a piece that's finished. So, and if you go back and watch, I want to say Monday's game. Monday's game. I think Monday's game was played on this water mat.
Yes.
But there was no centerpiece yet. So I'm making our centerpiece, which is honestly just the more ruined inside of the Realm Shaper engine.
I love this model, this kit. It's so cool. Yeah, right. Like one side is impossibly detailed and the other side is like squares.
Nice and simple,
when I did mine, I chose the inside.
Yeah, if you're using it as faction terrain.
It was just so much easier to paint.
Right, yeah. This is, on one hand, all I'm really doing at this point now in this thing is doing a dry brush.
Yeah.
And then painting all these vines, which admittedly will be super annoying. I'm hoping to...
Yeah, it's going to look like a ruin, so you don't have to worry so much about it.
Right. I'm hoping to do some really cool stuff with this thing in the near future for our channel so that you'll see kind of a cool... I don't know, just something cool.
Just something cool.
Yeah, we want it to be more cool than just a cool centerpiece. Like, we want to do some things, so we're going to get there. And then these are actually all separate. When I made this, I really spent a lot of time thinking about storage, which is a big thing I've been doing for years.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
But even more so now. Well,
I just noticed this.
It just stores nice and easy. The thing is that you need to measure your Tupperware. You need to measure the container that you're storing things in.
Yeah.
More than often, I've not done that. So now this is like set up, and you can just set it up real easy. And then, boom. This goes right there.
Yeah.
There it is. So that's kind of the idea. That's what I'm working on today. I'm pretty far along. It's a lot of dry brushing. I get this greenish effect by putting in, I do Mechanica Standard Gray, then it's Sons of Horus green. This is all airbrushed, but you could do this with a big sloppy overbrush too. And then the last color is Administratum Gray to lighten it back up. And that's it. That's actually the formula to give it this greenish look. In the past, I've tinted over with a GW wash, but I just want to try something different this time and get the green like in the process. So there it is.
I didn't realize there was a recipe. So when you're painting, when you're doing your stuff, I'll throw the recipe up on one of our overlays so that everyone can see it if they want.
Sure.
We do get a lot of like comments asking like, what paints did you use in our videos? So
yeah, I
want to be better about that. But that's cool. That'll be a nice little project. We're doing like all Seraphon. I have my own Seraphon terrain. I don't know what to do with it. Zach just gave it to me, right? But
well, I thought you were going to use it in your
I'm going to use it in my display board, but like I kind of want to just throw it on the table when I'm playing. Like, here you go, some random Seraphon terrain hanging out. But you guys have seen this scheme before. Like, basically all of the terrain has this blue like base, and then I stamp the two colors, the I don't know, like the rocky colors over the top of it.
Yeah.
So that's, well, this is like halfway done. I did this forever ago. I might have the dirt left to do. But to match the terrain, the chair is considered a terrain. Yeah. All my chairs are going to do the same thing. So I'm going to be bringing this up to the same kind of level with Slan as my North Star. his chair is also this blue, like, terrain-looking effect. So I'll be doing that over here. I've done it a few times on stream already, so it's more interesting, I think, to watch Zach today. Yeah.
Although, honestly, what I'm doing is pretty straightforward. Pretty simple.
I think I like how, like, right out of the gate you, like, hit us with these, like, handy tips about storage, because we were just talking about the display board that I've been working on last night.
Yeah.
And you're like, you just throw it away. Just throw it in the garbage. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure we can store this. I'm pretty sure we will. But anyway, so lots of Seraphon terrain, lots of Seraphon hype.
Storage is hard.
In the air.
Storage is hard.
Storage is
and
fine.
it's definitely something you want to think about when you're making a terrain. Honestly, that's like one of the number one things I've learned over the years of making terrain is the first thing you kind of want to do is honestly just go and figure out your, like, where's the terrain going to live? Mm-hmm. Is it going to live in like a Sterilite Tupperware container thing, or like what kind of bin do you have that it's going to live in? Because you really want to
have a plan.
Not be surprised by your own creations and have something that's like cool. Like 1/3 of my terrain fits in the bin, and the other 1/3 is too wide and doesn't go in anywhere. And now I have storing stuff off to the side, and it gets damaged much easier.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I'm gonna write up your recipe first. Do you mind putting your paints here in the middle? So
they're not here.
That's not them?
No, this is for a different one.
Got it. Yeah. Then I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
When you get to it, you're just gonna have to be explicit, but not like that.
Well, now the only thing left at the end is I use this color called medium sea green, which is an AK color, and this is what I use to dry brush. What I've been using to dry brush this.
Oh my god.
Oh man, can we make that just a little bigger? Zoom in a little bit there.
Can we make it a little bigger? Yes, yes. Hey, Looney. Is that better, Zach?
Yeah.
Thank you, Soups. I won't stand for this new chair meta nonsense, nor will the community take it sitting down.
Yeah. It's funny.
It's funny. It's a pun.
Yeah.
It's like two or something.
Do you think? I know you think, haha, the chair meta, the chair list thing is funny, but like. In all seriousness, Croak, Salon, and this little guy is actually fine. It's pretty good.
Here's my list. I made a list. Do you want to hear my list? I don't even really need to look it up.
Okay.
But I am anyway. My general's regiment is Croak. Uh-huh. He's in a chair. Regiment 1 is Salon.
Yeah.
In a chair.
Regiment 2 is this guy.
Regiment 2 is this guy.
Yeah.
And then I have 4 auxiliary units of this guy. That's my list. That's it. It's all chairs.
You're not going to paint 4 more.
No, I need to borrow. Guys, community, I need to borrow 4 more of these little chair guys so that I can have my list. Oh, also, I think there's another Salon.
3 chairs is honestly,
you know what? Though, yeah, actually, I can. Oh, yeah, there's another Salon, too. Honestly, that's Regiment 3 is a Salon.
Honestly, I'm thinking about 3 chairs is probably fine. You probably don't need more than 3.
No, but I need it because of the points. I got to fill the points. I got to have things to go get things. So if I play this chair list, it's going to be horrible. It's stupid. That's fine. That's the point. We need ideas for like what list Zach will play. I'm sure we won't do this on stream because Zach would never let it happen.
We will not, but
sure, proxies, but that's what's fun. The point is to like have chairs. Like
right.
If they're chair proxies, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, that's not Soups. That is not in the spirit of this.
As has been brought, you could
seeing chairs all over the field.
I mean, honestly, just making a list with Salon, Croak, and this guy as your 3, and then having John do his guy on a chair, and then taking his faction train chair. What's up?
Oh, I want the vortex thing, the mixer.
Oh, okay.
Can you move it over here so I can use it?
Well, it's got a cable.
Uh-huh. It does.
And there's a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
You good?
Anyway, yeah, so Flesh Eater Courts have a faction train piece that's a chair. And they have a guy on a chair.
Yes, and that's not, it's not like it's a regiment of renown. So I can't take it. But I'm
That's
kind of
not
thinking.
talking about. I'm just saying like you could play John and he could have those, and that could be enough.
No, that's not enough. You're really not very silly. I don't appreciate it.
I just don't think the chair thing is that silly.
It's all chairs. It's very silly. And my list is very silly. It's like not a good list at all. It's
Right.
just chairs.
Right.
That's why it's silly.
That's the not silly. Oh. I was thinking that that's the not silly part.
Would any of you guys like to play with me? Like, because Zach won't. He just wants to boss me around all the time.
Yeah.
It's not fun for me. If I want to make a goddamn chair list, I should be allowed to.
You can make a chair. You did. You were allowed to. No one's stopping you from making a chair list.
I don't know. I think it'd be fun if you played, like, only zombies against all my chairs. Or something like that. Just something really silly. Something dumb. Like, what's a really dumb list that could go against chairs? Like, the zombies are all standing. All these bozos are all sitting. I don't know. How else could we go with this? Everyone hates my ideas. It's fine. I'm used to it.
That's like... Anyway,
I just want to play more silly lists. Anyway, thanks for the super chat, Soups.
And actually, thanks for the skink star piece from Rudy.
He's Rudy, I'm painting it.
We showed it off last week. It's great to be getting to it so quickly.
Yeah, only how about only pterodons?
I mean, that might be good. I don't know.
It's kind of I'm not very good at this. I was hoping you would join in, but instead you're just cranky.
I'm trying to just imagine like being on YouTube and
Yeah.
There we go, we're back.
Did something happen?
Let's just disconnect it.
Oh, we're fine.
Sorry folks, we're back if you lost us for a second there.
I think they did.
Well, yeah, maybe not.
I don't think we need to draw attention to it. When should we do the news? There was some news this week.
Yeah, there was.
Or are you mad at me for that too now?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to see what was going on with that.
Okay,
no,
okay.
I don't know why I listened to you. I knew that they lost it. I knew that it dropped. I don't know why I listened
to you. You didn't listen to me.
Yeah.
You just heard me.
We'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah. Do we have stuff open that we shouldn't? No, we don't.
Okay.
Here,
I'll show you folks.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like a really very easy process. All I've done, like these, you can see the edge highlighting does help. I'll compare, not the edge, I mean, it is edge highlighting, but it's compared to this guy. You can see the addition of that gray-green kind of greens it a little bit more. And then, like, you can see the difference in the edge, the edging.
The edging?
Never stop edging. Mm-mm. Right? You like that top one, right? I hope you like that top one, folks at home. You can see it's a little thing, but it's a big deal.
Yeah.
News. Yeah, we do. Mm-hmm. We do have news.
We do.
Which is exciting.
Oh.
Our news is always exciting. Regular segments. Here we go. Here's the news. So first and foremost, a lot of chatting about LVO in the U.S.
Oh my gosh.
Las Vegas Open.
I need to talk to Jake.
Yeah, Las Vegas Open moving from its traditional time in mid-late January to this new time in early October. First weekend, and lots of feelings going around about this. A new location as well. There is no SoCal Open anymore, which is fine. It was not a premier event. LVO or Frontline Gaming does such a good job with Vegas.
That it's weird that they also do SoCal.
Yeah, it was not.
No offense, guys.
Yeah. So I think that's fine.
Yeah.
We've been chatting about this a bit, Meg. Mm-hmm. What is right out of the gate? What are your takes on this?
Money. It's expensive to go to Vegas. It's not cheap, even though we drive. Mm-hmm. I mean, the hotel rooms can be reasonable, but then Vegas is one of these asshole places that is like, okay, now we're doubling what you were paying with stupid resort fees.
Can I ask you?
So it's not a cheap trip. So
right,
I'm a little concerned about that.
How has this changed that equation in your opinion?
Well, twice in the same year is annoying. Like, I'm okay with October, but I wish it was next October. We talked about this with Liberty too, and he was saying the same thing. Like, the time of year is what it is. Mm-hmm. I don't know. January was nice because it's sort of like you could, you know, where I work, you get like a bunch of time off for the holiday, and then it's like you can extend it and like go to Vegas. It's like a nice month.
I don't think a lot of people have that.
No, I'm talking about my very personal, privileged reasons. Yeah, why I prefer January, but that's like a minor one. October, otherwise, is fine.
Well, I'm curious. There's this thing that happens in coastal California where Meg and I live, where hotel and a lot of like prices on things basically like just factually plummet after October 31st. So we have this season from like November 1 here in the Bay, like all the way down to Santa Barbara, from like November 1 until I'm going to say April, where prices just drop. And if you want a vacation, it's a good time to do it, and the weather's often still really nice. Yeah. You just maybe aren't going to be on the beach.
That's California, though.
Right. So
that's not Vegas.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. One of my understandings, or one of the things I always understood about Vegas, is that, we observed this firsthand, is that the time that LVO was at was a kind of a quote unquote dead time for Vegas. And one of the things we observed firsthand was we always had a very easy time getting restaurant reservations and stuff like that. I'm wondering if this changes that. I'm wondering if early October is more. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I don't know how Vegas works, right?
Soups, you're gonna come visit for Christmas. You're gonna be our Christmas present.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I was looking up prices for that weekend. We usually like to get there like on Wednesday night, so we have time to, especially if we'd be streaming. It depends on if we're streaming, right. That's gonna be like, but that's like an $800 hotel stay minimum, I want to say.
I think that's about what it was previously.
Right, but I don't want to do that twice in the same year.
I see.
Like, that's ridiculous. So I don't think the price changes that different, but it's just twice in the same year, and that's a lot to ask, I think. But people who are competitive will pay it, so we'll see. We don't know if we're gonna stream. We're gonna reach out and see what's involved, and we'll talk about it. Yeah. But yeah, it'd be nice. I love Vegas, as everyone knows, and I was sick the last time, so I wouldn't hate going back. It's just, it's a lot of money. So
the twice in 1 year concept is interesting. I guess I don't.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't really think of.
I think it's annoying.
Years like that, I guess. I don't know, like calendar years, or maybe I don't know what cycle I'm on.
Someone doesn't have to think about the budget.
Well, I mean, we don't. Yeah.
So there's that. Then there's the issue of the closest hotel to the venue being a mile away. Although it sounds like they're going to have lockers, so that's good. Mm-hmm. That takes care of that.
Maybe.
And I actually
we'll see how that's handled, right? But maybe.
I love that it's moved to Fremont Street area, like closer to Fremont Street area. Right? Yeah. It's a mile away. Fremont is cheaper. There's like a lot of close walkable stuff to do. It's a little older, but it feels way more down to earth than the rest of the strip. So I'm happy about some things. I'm annoyed about that they're not just waiting till next year. Like, I don't want to be in a position where we have to say like, no, we can't go stream because we're broke or something. You know, I don't want us to have to say that. Yeah,
I'm totally not shocked at all that they did that. That would be, it's their premier event. It's probably, a lot of businesses will, like running these events, I'm guessing they don't do any of them unless they come out at least a little bit on top, but I'm guessing this is the one where they make most of their money.
Oh, sure.
Like, I would not be surprised if they made over half their money just on LVO. It's just so big.
Speculation.
And it's just so big, and I can see them not wanting to wait,
almost another year.
21 months in between it, yeah.
Yeah. But, or 2 years, I can multiply. All right, LVO. Black Talon.
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard about this?
Yeah, Black Talon Season 2 is starting. I haven't watched it yet.
The hearts.
I don't know if I'm going to wait.
Yeah, we haven't watched it.
I don't know if I'm going to wait. And then I guess they do like 3 episodes, and then I heard they wait a while and then do 3 more episodes.
Look at Elijah. Hell yeah, Black Talon.
I just don't understand, like, these... Oh, my God. Like, okay, I guess I should say I understand it. I don't understand, though, like, production schedules of shows. We do shows. We have a production schedule. It's all the time. We're doing a show.
Well, that's different. Ours are live.
Ours are live, but a lot of shows are live or recorded that day, and I just don't get how it works. And when like HBO used to do this, they did with The Sopranos. I think they did with Sex and the City. They did with Game of Thrones, where they're like, okay, your last season is going to get split into 2 seasons, and there's going to be 2 years between it. And it's just like, just release them. I don't know, but I guess they're trying to figure out what makes sense. And anyway, I am very excited for the new season.
So are there still only 3 episodes?
I think that there's actually 1, and I think the second one may just come out today or yesterday.
Oh, I thought they had released 3 at the same time.
No, they released just 1. And then what I heard, I think Liberty was the one who mentioned
Doesn't it literally say there are 3 episodes of Black Talon Season 2 right there on our screen?
Okay, maybe the 3rd one just came out. Okay, all right. So that makes sense. So now there's 3.
Bellacor's pregnant.
And then I had to wait, I guess, for the other 3. Which is fine.
All right, well, there you go, Black Talon.
Are you excited for it, man?
I mean, sure. It's something we watch together. It's nice.
Yeah. All right, more news. The Gloomspite Gitz book. I keep calling over to Gamecast. I'm like, do you guys have this? And Rochelle's like, no. But she's like,
stop calling.
She's like, but I can put you on an interest list. I was like, okay, that's fine. I'm so bad as an AOS content creator at keeping track of when stuff comes out like this. Yeah, and the new system seems to be a FOMO box comes out, and then after a different amount of time, they say, okay, now things are coming out, and it's a 2-week pre-order now they do. I just don't. Yeah, so apparently yesterday the 2-week pre-order started.
But if you bought the FOMO box, you already have the book.
Yeah, the book's out in the wild. The book's out there.
Yeah. Yeah, Andy, the book's out there. We didn't get anyone to break any NDA or anything like that. We played Gitz yesterday. The rules are just available.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's that.
Okay.
Who's playing Wolves? Brad's going to play Wolves, yeah. He's painting them up.
I'm pretty sure Brad got the FOMO box. I think he's been working on the Wolves. During yesterday's Age of Sigmar game live stream, we did a poll. Speaking
of which, don't forget to vote in our poll. It's very important, like all polls we feature here.
We did a poll to see what Gloomspite Gitz faction people want to see us play, and Wolves won, which is great for us. We have all the other armies in full, so now we don't have the one that people want to see. It's a great spot to be in as a content creator.
Yeah, having the thing people want.
And then the one Graham is very excited about spiders. It lost.
Yep,
yeah.
No one wants to see spiders.
Even though they're pretty good, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Sports news.
Okay.
From Liberty. There's some punching. That was it. Dirty hit. All right. That was it. Now there's like some memes.
This is I believe
bad. This is
Barry. I believe this is the worst meme we've ever had.
This is probably the worst meme. We probably should not be showing this.
Should not be showing it. It's not appropriate. This is
probably going to get us canceled.
I hope
Saray is being.
I don't think Saray's family watches this show, but I do.
I'm sure Holly does.
I think Holly does, and I think Holly's family sometimes watches the show. So I do think that this one was pretty rough.
Yeah, not good. Barry.
not pretty rough. Barry.
We're not that kind of channel, Barry.
Barry has pushed it. I'll be honest with you. This is the second one that has pushed it too far.
Oh boy.
So anyway, moving on
newscaster Barry.
from this one.
Okay.
But this is the meme of the week right here. Mom, can we have Saray?
Yeah.
No, we have Saray at home. Saray at home.
It's Thai.
This is Thai.
And you were saying it's good because they're made of like the same genetic makeup or something, right?
Well, I think so. I don't want to like speculate wildly on that.
I love it. What is the mustache made out of, Thai?
Yeah.
Is it just pulled out of the fro?
I don't. Yeah, and then Thai, is that your actual hair? Like last time I saw
I hope it is.
Last time I saw your hair was shorter.
Yeah, I bet he just let it grow and then he picked it or something.
Yeah. Okay.
It looks great. Look at the muscles.
It's so good.
I just want to keep looking at it.
I know. It's one of the best memes we've had.
It makes me really happy.
In eons. It's good.
Oh my god. Okay. This is super.
Oh my god.
Thanks, you guys.
Good news.
Yeah, thanks for the
I wonder how Ty's. I think Ty's is in a GT this weekend. I'm wondering how he's doing. Okay. Here's where this thing is at. It has been dry brushed. So now, what I'm gonna do?
All right, we gotta paint.
Is paint the vines on this thing.
Oh, okay.
Now I already have some vines that I use on this set. I have the GW Vine kit, which is a really good kit, by the way. I love it. Definitely recommend it for terrain. Here's what they look like. And there's a case to be made that I should have just done the outside.
And put vines on.
And put my own vines on. But I kind of wanted to like have these other vines too.
Just all kinds of vines.
So I'm probably gonna still use both vines. Like use like 3 of these and then paint up these vines. Yeah. It's a lot of work. It looks like, but it's gonna go pretty quick.
Yeah. This is like one of those things where you kind of just get to meditate, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be pretty easy. I'm not too worried about it.
This is it's a good step for hanging out with people while you paint.
Yeah.
Get your mind off of the monotony a little bit.
Yeah.
Of some of these things.
Man, those.
I did not request that, Barry. Go find the clip. Go find the clip of me requesting it because that's a lie. I don't believe you. Even if you clip it, I don't believe you. Guys, we're going to the UK. Speaking of Barry, he's from the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was that segue. It was pretty good. Yeah, we're going to get there. I'm going to get there. Well, let's see. We're going to Warhammer World on the 5th. Yes.
Yes.
And then we're going to be streaming with Liam. If you guys follow Liam Dempsey's channel at all, I know some of you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to stream with him on the 8th. So I'm going to hobby with him during the day. And then Zach's going to play Joe at night.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I don't know how well those guys... They haven't done AOS in a little while. So I'm kind of curious how that'll go. Well,
Liam says Joe likes playing Age of Sigmar.
Okay, good.
So I'm sure Joe's played it at least once.
Yeah, I know he has. I've seen him on there playing.
I know.
But
you need to start slinging shade over there. Start trash talking them.
Trash talking. Yeah,
they're that kind of channel. They'd get into that, wouldn't they? They're funny.
I suppose so. I don't know Joe. I'm excited to get to know Joe.
I can't wait to meet Joe.
Yeah, we've not met him in person. I've only met Liam. So yeah, I think it'll be fun. It'll definitely be fun to. I don't think they have Deepkin on their channel.
Joe is a treasure.
So it'll be nice to get
Liam will shout a lot.
It'll be nice to get a game in that I guess they don't have on their channel.
Joe is basically British you.
Really?
Yes, that's gonna be great.
I do watch, and I'm like, oh, Joe. I like Joe. Like on the stream, when I watching him, but I don't really know. I don't really know.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Liberty. Liberty, don't hurt Joe. Why would we hurt Joe? Let's see. Liberty, I was thinking about a display board for my iron jaws, but I use a lot of tufts already on the bases. I'm worried that I might end up using a lot on the display board. Options, a really large rock in my highlands. Thanks, Liberty.
Thank you, Liberty.
Liberty is great.
Well, yeah, I think there's this stuff called... you use it, actually. Here, hand me your salon.
Don't touch my stuff. Yeah.
Meg has these bright green ones. She has the dark green ones, too. These are called... they're from Woodland Scenics, and I think they call them clump foliage. And they come bigger, and then you tear them apart and make these. That would probably be one of the things I would recommend is to have the foliage on your display board somewhat match your models, like use some of the tufts, but then introduce some other plants. So it's kind of like this concept that they roam this area, but for the family photo, the display board, they're somewhere special where there's some kind of special, there's a different plant, there's a larger plant, there's larger shrubs and bushes, things you wouldn't want to put on your bases anyway under most circumstances because they'd be too big. So yeah, check out the clump foliage. That could be a cool idea. Yeah, and then otherwise using it to your models are showing the world they're in, but they can only show a version of the world where they're not totally. You have to do what Meg did, right? Meg's base is pretty active here, but on the plus side, this is a character, and look at the frog. He's vibrant purple. He really sticks out, right?
That's pink.
Pink, excuse me. So, you can, I think you can do that with
what about
a display board. You can kind of
terrarium plants. Is that the wrong kind of?
They can be okay. The only problem with terrarium plants is size.
Right.
They're often,
but for a display board, it's kind of nice to have.
They're often, well, you're doing the jungle, and that one makes sense because leaves get huge in the jungle.
Yeah.
But the if he's doing a highlands prairie type thing, leaves the leaves from terrarium kits are going to be too big.
Sure. Yeah. Highlands. There'd be tall grass, or is that wrong? No, there wouldn't be tall grass.
I think he could.
It could, I guess, because you also have tall grass, straw colored grass that you've bought, and that could look nice too.
Yeah. But
I was gonna suggest these paper plants, but they're too expensive for a display board. I wouldn't recommend them for a display
Depends
board.
how much you want to spend on a display board, I guess.
That's fair. It's your call, but man, they're tiny and painstaking, and you'd have to put so many. Do they have plants that would work for highlands? Probably. They might. It's worth checking, I guess.
His is steppe. It's dry desert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I don't remember what other kinds of plants, cutout plants they had.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but maybe. But again, it's a lot of density there. Oh yeah, Vino, how are your Sylvaneth going?
Excited to learn more about that though, Vino, and not Vino, Liberty. In all seriousness, and watch your progress on it. Display boards are interesting.
Hey Zach,
I hate them. Yes.
Can I have a squirt of white?
Oh, from Abtalong?
Yes, from Abtalong. Thanks. Yeah. We moved on to edge highlighting. I'm done with the sponge. Actually, no. I can probably sponge a little more.
So I'm hoping to, how sometimes you try to come up with cool new ideas?
Sometimes. And
you're cool new idea for terrain. And then other times you're this old idea I had, I'm just going to, or not I had, but we featured. I'm just going to rip that idea off and go for that again. The plan with this thing is to actually make a permanent home for the spinning crystal thing that we showed from our friend Michael Dunsmore's board from Maelstrom Mixer. So Brett has another kit. I'm going to try to see if it's feasible to install it on the Realm Shaper engine and have the crystal spinning here, so that we can have games on a regular basis with the spinning crystal.
Okay, I hope it does stuff. Like, can it do stuff depending on where it spins or something?
Well, you remember it, right?
I know, but can we like...
We could have it turn off and fall suddenly.
Oh.
Like
whatever model it falls on,
like
it's just dead.
like a 90s board game, like where you're like running around a volcano. Like you have all the models up here.
Daddy.
You have all the models up here fighting, and then we just turn it off, and
like, oh, that battle's over. Everyone's dead now. It's a Meg style stream, I guess.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Can it do stuff? It can look cool. I mean, people lost their minds. Plus, we didn't even have a good camera angle of it at Mixer, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we didn't. But we got some good footage.
We got a lot of good footage, but we'll have good camera.
Helped with that, yeah.
I mean, it'll be right in the middle of the board, and you'll have our front view, and you'll just see like a spinning thing. Hovering and spinning.
So if you turn off the spinning, it falls. There's no way to just have it hover without the spin.
I mean, that's what it will do.
It will just spin.
It won't spin. Until you spin.
Like if there's a way to turn on the spinning. But no, because it takes
there might be, but I don't know. Maybe there is.
I'm trying to think of ways to make it more fun. Like when it's spinning, then everyone gets an extra CP or I don't know, something like that. Anyway, I like when we make this train, I like having it do stuff. But yeah, I really like that spinning thing that you guys threw together for that board. That was freaking cool. Where is that board anyway?
I don't know.
In the trash?
Probably. It's impossible to store. Michael Dunsworth's moving. I'm sure it's just in the trash.
We gotta get it.
How
could we ever stream that thing?
How could we ever store that thing?
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with you. Like I'm sure they're doing something with it.
Why do we paint rocks? Aren't they pre-painted by nature? Well, Looney, that's a good question. I used to ask the same thing, and then I wanted to win awards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the general consensus is if it doesn't have paint on it, then you didn't hobby it. So, no. But if you're just playing, who cares? Yeah.
Do you have any super glue over there, Meg? I mean, there's other things as well. Like no, the super glue.
That's the only glue I see.
Okay. I'll try this plastic.
Check your little box. Check your box.
It's not in there.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's it ends up not being the case that's what you want. What you almost always want is to paint the rocks. Like, you can show light, like if it's a showpiece, you're just gonna have...
That's what I was saying.
Right, yeah, you have to bring it in line with... And then as far as... it's kind of about highlighting more than anything, I feel like. Rocks aren't necessarily highlit on your bases or...
Well, they're not always...
out in nature or whatever. And
they're not always the right color or they don't have the right look as the terrain you're going for.
Right. There's other elements.
Yeah.
There's other elements too, like you're painting a pebble, but in the world that's a rock, and so there are things, that's it. At the scale you need artificial highlights. It's like you're showing it as something bigger than it actually is. And then not highlighting things up enough is one of the biggest problems army painters do. The amount of times you just see an army and even bases, and you just see it and it's just flat on the battlefield, or the battlefield outshines it because it's the battlefield is a bunch of mid-tones, and then you show up with this mid-low tone army with nothing highlighted up. It's the battlefield just took over my army, basically, right?
Yeah.
And it's hard because when you think about what highlighting up is, it's taking, your 60 models for your army that you're trying to get ready for a tournament and saying, hey, paint them all again. Hey, put more paint on them, right? That's literally what it is. There's no shortcuts.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm incredibly, well, who knows, actually. I have been traditionally very lazy about stuff like that when I'm doing my armies. Maybe I won't be anymore.
It doesn't really seem like that's true about you.
I mean, like my Soul Blighter, I'll just like, okay, I'm gonna dip this really quick and I'm done. You know, like I'm just like,
basing,
like
yeah,
the bases, yeah. I mean, if I'm doing a showpiece, that's different. But I feel like I'm very lazy about painting things like that. I'm like, well, it's done. It looks like a rock.
Well, you didn't do that with the Seraphon, and you won Best Painted.
I didn't really put rocks on my Seraphon bases.
Oh, I see.
So.
But if you did, you wouldn't have painted them? Or would you just have not done that?
That's why I just said, like, I used to be that way. I think I may not be that way anymore. It's hard to say because, like, the Lumineth that I'm doing are a commission, kind of, right? We can call it a commission because it's for John. And, yes, so I'm, like, I'm doing stuff there, like, going through the trouble. But for my Soul Blight, I didn't really, except for, like, Neferata, right? Because she had a cool base. But everyone else, I was just like, nah. I don't really care that much. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking out my ass. That happens.
Well, bases are really important, I think, to make an army look good. And getting an army base correctly is can be a big difference between the army being, pretty good or being amazing. I'm going to set that.
Yeah, pretty much, Sarai.
Set that aside. Hey, Meg, is it time for us to chat dinosaurs?
Yeah, we have a couple of places we can do that. I also, I have not read this poll yet.
Well, let's talk about the poll.
What is this poll?
All right, let's talk about the poll first. Every army that's been coming out in 4th edition has been getting 2 things if they don't have them already. One, they've been getting a faction train piece. Seraphon have a faction train piece. I'm holding it right here in my hand. And 2, they've been getting endless spells or manifestations, as we now call them. So this poll is, during their 4th edition release, Seraphon will get manifestations, probably. Okay, which of these won't be on the menu? Which one of these won't be something that there's going to be a manifestation of?
Probably all of these.
And let me ask you guys this. Which one do you think is most likely to be a manifestation? I think most likely to be a manifestation is this first one. A swarm of snakes. I think they'll get like some kind of base that's just like a swarm of snakes.
That'd be neat.
A lot of factions already have that, something similar. Well, no, but I'm saying there's precedent for it. There's the spider swarm.
Swarms. Okay. And they were like, they already have swarms of snakes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
So that's one option. Dinosaur bones, i.e. kind of like a crown spine, like a mini crown spine. That's the one that's winning. People think that won't be a manifestation.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys read it carefully. A Kiatakoto looking thing. Do you think there'll be a Kiatakoto, Meg?
Kind of neat, I guess.
Yeah. Something inspired by Kiatakoto. And then finally, jungle vines that come and grab you and hold you in place. Okay.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Which one do you guys think? People at home so far saying.
What are the dinosaurs? What would the dinosaur bones even do?
I think it would just be a butt kicker. Kind of like a gnashing jaws, somewhere like a gnashing jaws, maybe.
I see.
Level of smashy. And
while you guys are voting on the poll, don't forget to give the video a like. Costs you nothing, you bozos. All right.
Oh, Polly says a little spaceship. That'd be fun.
That'd be so cute.
I mean, they already have them. It's a chair. Maybe they get
That's not a spaceship.
Oh, maybe they
this
get a.
This guy does not know anything about chairs. He'll never be a professional sitter.
Maybe they get a blank chair to put a wizard in. He can hop in and travel.
I just you don't like my ideas, but then you have all these weird ones.
It's not an idea.
Sense.
That is their spaceship. Their chairs.
That's not a spaceship.
Isn't there like some thing or theory or something that like when you're fighting the Seraphon, everything's fictional except for the Slann?
What?
Yeah, like everything is being imagined into existence by the Slann, and that's what you're actually fighting.
Elijah, isn't it Quetzalcoatl? The second part. There's no I. Quetzal.
Oh, there's no I. Oh,
Quetzal.
That's okay. Quetzalcoatl.
I think Coatl, right? Kotal.
Quetzal.
That part, the second part is actually the part I have trouble with. Kotal. Is it Kotal? Quetzalcoatl. Yeah. How about they manifest a las cannon Okay. Hi, Nick.
Yeah, like a heavy weapons team. That'd be funny.
I really hope it's a las cannon.
Yeah.
Or like a friendly Tyrannid. Like, hey, it's me. I'm your friendly neighborhood Tyrannid. What should I go fuck up for you? How about that?
Yeah.
She gets really weird.
Yeah.
They're like, you're not really a dinosaur.
Right.
But we'll take it.
So, okay, speaking of dinosaurs.
Hey, Necromancer.
Let's come back to the poll afterwards.
Oh,
Let's talk about dinosaurs
definitely.
a bit. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to chat some different dinosaurs. And then before you hit it, Meg, let's actually just talk fully what we're doing here, because this one's a little different. Okay, this one's a little different.
Is it?
We're going to talk about some things, dinosaur things in popular culture, and we're going to decide how much dinosaurs, if they were still alive today, would be offended by this. So basically, it's dino appropriation, and we're saying how much has this idea appropriated and mocked dinosaur culture, or dinosaurs as a thing, or would they be into it? Would they say, okay, I think that's cool. That was handled well, right? So let's jump in. Let's start this.
Let's see.
And for a baseline here, what we want to do is we want to talk about the Seraphon.
We're going to start with Seraphon, yeah.
If you were a dinosaur and you came back and you saw the Seraphon, would you be like, wow, humans made a cool thing?
They did it. They got us. They get us.
What do you think, Meg? Right out of the gate.
This?
Yeah.
I think dinosaurs would be like, aw, that's cool.
Yeah, they think it was cool.
We look cool here. Like, yeah. Like, we don't actually use any true dinosaurs in Seraphon, right? They're all like kind of like made up dinosaurs.
Well, you happen to not have a Bastillodon, any of the Triceratops ones, or a Carnifex, but those are pretty direct analogies to.
I get that,
Yeah.
but a Carnifex is not a real dinosaur.
No, we don't name it the same.
Yeah.
We don't name. They might like the names better.
Maybe.
They might be like, oh,
yeah.
wow, that's called a Carnifex? That's so much cooler than Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah, wait, Carnifex isn't right.
Carnosaur.
Yeah.
Sorry, Carnosaur.
Carnifex is Tyranids.
Carnosaur, yeah.
Yeah, you know what we meant.
We get.
You knew what we meant.
We get
Calm
Warhammer.
down, Soups.
We get Warhammer.
They're like salivating, like, oh, they made a mistake. Let's tell them.
I'm gonna
Those
get
fucking
them.
idiots don't know the difference. Okay, guys.
All right. So as a baseline, and chat, please jump in here. Are dinosaurs offended by? Would dinosaurs be offended by this, or would they be like, no, that's cool?
They'd be like, dang, we look cool.
I'm the dinosaur. Cool. The dinosaur army. Oh, they're good guys. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right.
It'd be like their version of army guys. They're like, oh, look at us, as
Yeah.
army guys. Yeah.
Yeah. I think dinosaurs. Saurus and Seraphon in general, right?
I'm with you, Necro.
Seraphon in general are kind of like one of the closest things to true good guys in the Sigmar universe. They're not particularly like cool to other factions, but they kind of just stay out of everybody else's way and just try to get rid of chaos. That's like pretty much their thing.
Oh, so Chaos wouldn't like them.
Chaos would not.
Doesn't like them.
Chaos does not like
you guys
them.
are mean to us.
Yes, that is a known entity.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Let's get to the ones we want to
they'd
rank
be into
now.
that, yeah.
Okay. Dino Buddies. These are dinosaur-shaped chicken breast nuggets. These have been out since at least the 80s, maybe the 70s.
For a long time, yeah.
They're popular in America. It's a chicken nugget type product with a chicken
Type product.
It is a chicken product.
It's chicken breast patty fritters.
Oh, product.
I guess it is a fritter.
Product of Canada. These are about to be
These are Canadian, yeah.
These are about to be $1 million a box.
Oh, that's not funny.
Chicken breast patty fritters with rib meat.
Okay, there's a lot happening here. So like with this, especially with this specific
Leah.
this specific box. Google the UK version. They're even more offensive to dinosaurs. I mean, chicken is a bird. And
yeah, it's kind of offensive.
Birds are kind of descendants from dinosaurs.
And then you show
and then you have the dinosaurs on the front. They're like, yeah, eat it.
Fucking eat us.
They're like a cool guy.
Yeah,
the cool guy.
And also, all right, I don't want to be that guy, but like, isn't a pterodactyl not even a dinosaur or something like that? Like, what dinosaurs are these? Like,
what's that green one in the?
I think
the
it's
middle
just
one
an
I
alligator.
assume is supposed to be a T-Rex. But yeah, like I don't think dinosaurs would be into this. They'd be like, okay, we get it, like the food chain and shit. We eat shit too, but like, why do you have to make a fucking joke out of it?
Yeah,
we don't look like that.
And look at the shapes. The shapes are humiliating as well.
Well, yeah. I guess so. And dino buddies, like, is that what you do? You eat your buddies?
Yeah, you eat your you know what else?
Necromancer. I was thinking Denver the dinosaur for this list, and I was like, no one's gonna know that.
Oh
I
yeah,
used to
I remember
love
that
show. I used to love that show. Okay, all right, sorry.
All right.
But
well,
yeah.
this one is not great. I'll be honest. So we'll rank them when we get there. We'll rank them when we get there. Okay.
Barney.
Yeah, Barney.
I don't know. I think I might like Barney. Like all the mother dinosaurs would be like, this is.
It sends a positive message to our children,
yeah.
to our children dinosaurs. But look at these
Here's
dinosaurs.
how to treat each other.
Is that a dog? Did they have the one on the right? No, they're all dinosaurs. Look at the one in the middle.
The one in the middle looks freaky. It looks like it wants to be a Teletubby.
It looks bad.
Yeah, but Barney I think is cute. And Barney's nice. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, it's complicated, I think. I think a lot of dinosaurs would not be into Barney. I think some would be.
No? Okay. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, maybe he's
I think...
somewhat, I don't know. He's super, like, unoffensive.
Keep in mind, we're also saying to the dinosaurs, we're grouping a bunch of them together and saying the
you guys
dinosaurs.
would be hanging out and, like, learning lessons together.
Yeah, but they're all different species, right? So that would be like the dinosaurs just calling us the mammals. Right.
Yes.
So like,
there's like us with like a skunk,
yeah, they'd be like, oh, they like this,
like a sloth, like just hanging out. Like,
yeah,
we don't actually talk to these things.
I don't think Tyrannosaurus Rexes would appreciate Barney himself, but I think
probably not. They're like, that guy's soft.
He's soft. That's not how you act. That's not how a T-Rex acts. I think
and
they
his
bring a lot.
arms are super long. They're like, that's.
Whoa, got arm privilege,
yeah.
bro. Yeah. I guess they'd be like, I guess I'd be nice too if I could use my arms.
I guess you never watched Barney, huh? Because
I mean, not really.
You were the youngest, and you're
not
older
really.
than me. Yeah, I had younger sisters, so we'd watch it together.
No, being the youngest, honestly, what ends up happening is you watch stuff older than you because you just watch what your siblings watch, and they don't watch kid shit anymore.
Well,
so then you don't get to watch kid shit.
All right. Okay, this.
It really fucks up your life. Oh yeah, dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are.
No, you go first.
The show is funny, but man, it is offensive. Look at the baby. Look at these. Look at what was this guy's name?
I think Earl.
Earl, right? Look at Earl. Look at these
the
morons.
the dinosaur puppets in this show are fucking grotesque. I hate looking at them. Like, look at his stupid lips. He looks gross.
Yeah, they look.
Like, I get what they're doing there. It's like a caricature of like a blue collar dad, right? But which also is like, I don't know, why does he have to curl his lip? I hate it. It's just like, I just
pretty
hate
offensive.
it. I would hate it. If I were a dinosaur and I saw this, I'd be like, gross.
None of them look alike. They're all weird. They're all like different dinosaurs too. The family is made up of like different dinosaurs almost, isn't it?
Yeah, the teeth are so gross. I hate these. They're like uncanny.
Yeah,
if I were a dinosaur, I'd be like, this is uncanny us. We don't like it.
Yeah. Imagine a human version of this.
Yeah.
I mean, we
where
see
like,
the Cabbage Patch or Garbage Patch. Remember Garbage Patch?
No,
Garbage
now they'd
Pail
all be
Kids.
CGI.
Yeah.
We see that in
Barney. We saw the Barney was a CGI.
No, Barney's CGI. No, I'm talking about like when you watch The Hobbit and you see CGI like essentially people, right? Dwarves, right?
Oh, yeah.
Riding animals. I'm like, can't that just be a person? Like, even if it's in front of because everything's in front of a green screen anyway. So like, can't we just use a person on like a fake pig or something? So I get it. I can relate to the dinosaurs feeling bothered by this.
Yeah, I think it would be weird. I think dinosaurs would not be happy, but some would like it. I think also. Yeah.
Well, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Next. Okay. Dragons.
Okay, now this one was a little more of an academic pick we wanted to pull out. Dragons as a concept. There's the general sense or theory that one of the reasons a lot of cultures in different parts of the world, especially from Europe to Asia, Middle East, have dragons in their mythologies, that at some point, sometime, whether Neolithic or some era in people's history, humans have found dinosaur bones. And that finding a dinosaur bone, especially something that...
Very confusing.
Especially something that T-Rex, which I'm not sure an ancient civilization ever unearthed the T-Rex skull. But finding dinosaur bones would be kind of a big deal. Like if you imagine being in kind of the education dark ages of, again, the Neolithic era or something like that, like 5000 BC in Mesopotamia, and stumbling upon dinosaur bones.
Yeah.
It'd be wild,
what?
right? Your instincts at first would be try to figure out what animal it is, and you'd come to the conclusion like, this isn't a camel.
This isn't a camel.
You know what I mean? Like, and so that's kind of the theory about why
we have dragons as a thing.
Dragons, yeah. How would dinosaurs feel about this? Like, oh, they found our bones. And then
now they think we're this guy.
And they made up...
Are we not good enough?
The ancient ones made up... Well, yeah, but they might cut us some slack for being,
fair.
Not scientific back then. We hadn't had, like, scientific revolution and...
I guess.
Enlightenment.
But, I mean, people aren't good at cutting slack.
But are dinosaurs.
Why would they be better at it?
I don't know.
Maybe.
But, I mean, like, people used to think that dust bunnies were a living creature and that they spontaneously generated, right?
I forgot about that.
So, like, that's kind of the world where you're coming from, right? You find these bones and you're like, well, geez, this must be ancient monsters that used to exist,
I mean, and in a way they were. Yeah.
All right.
So, I don't know.
We got a little deep on that one.
Did we? I still don't know where this lands.
Yeah.
I feel like it could go either way.
Well,
don't worry, guys. We'll discuss it more later.
We'll discuss it.
Prehistoric planet. So it's like Animal Planet. Or, no. Not Animal Planet. Planet Earth, but for dinosaurs.
I mean, it's like any nature show, right? Yeah. And Prehistoric Planet was, you and I were talking, this was probably the most high budget, well done one of these.
It was good.
It was fun to watch.
It
was super fun to watch. But they... There are other versions of these, and so there were older ones even back in the early 2000s that were gosh awful. But this has been a concept, and essentially what you're watching is science fiction. It's bizarre. You're watching a adaptation of something that was real,
as close to a documentary about. Like a nature documentary to dinosaurs as we can get. And like there's probably information that's wrong. Like, and if we do another one in 10 years, they'll like update it, right? Like zoo books.
Right.
So I feel like the dinosaurs would be watching it and would appreciate it because it's trying to be factual. Like it's doing a good job at, being respectful towards their culture. But then the things that are wrong, they'd be like, "Oh my God, why did they think that?" Or
Yeah. Well, they got this latest one. But I
think they'd appreciate
this latest one had the feathered raptors.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They and the latest one was this one was interesting. This Prehistoric Planet. If you haven't watched it, and you have access to it. It's worth a watch. But one thing that's kind of funny, and I think it's to the benefit of the show. I think they did a good job here. Is they actually really only focus over like 5 episodes. They heavily focus on like 6 different dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And I think that was probably the right move for a number of reasons. One, quantity over quality. I think they probably got the CGI better on them and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then 2, I think they probably focused on quantity. Yeah. Sorry. I think they probably focused on ones they felt like they knew the most about.
Yeah.
They focus on the
yeah, you don't want to spread dino misinformation.
The giant pterodactyl a lot. They focus on the raptors a lot. Yeah, it's
pretty good.
It's pretty good. Okay. Do you want to go?
The blow up dino costume. I mean, this is highly offensive. This is like the dino equivalent of like dressing up as a Native American. Like, look, he's riding a dinosaur. They'd be mad.
He's riding it.
It's silly. And then there's also blow-up costumes where you're inside the dino. Like, I don't think...
Maybe less offensive, but not by much.
I don't think they'd like any of it.
Yeah,
you're not supposed to do this.
We found some sexy dinosaurs in our list.
Dinosaur
in our
blackface. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. This is pretty bad. What's the hat? What's the deal with the hat? Does the hat come with a costume? I can't.
I mean, it looks like it... Well, maybe. No, it's just the same guy in all the different... It's like they photoshopped... I think they photoshopped a hat on a man.
You've worked for companies that have done dumber than this, so you know that this is a thing.
Yes. What's weird about... Okay, I don't want to get into it, but it's... Okay, yeah. Weird. Oh, cute. Necromancer.
It's no Envato, that's for sure.
These are funny. I mean, I like these costumes. But yeah, I don't think dinosaurs would like them. They're rude.
Yeah, I don't think dinosaurs...
Rude Halloween costumes.
Yeah. All right,
Plastic
just like...
dinosaur toys.
Yeah, what do you think about... What do you think about these kinds... So, I remember you and I talking... We both had Jurassic Park toys as a kid.
Hell yeah.
And they, on one hand, kind of elevated dinosaur toys to a next level. But on the other hand... you know, it was this, a lot of the humans' toys and stuff like that. But as a kid, before Jurassic Park, because Jurassic Park came out in 94, I was born in 82, I was into dinosaurs like most little boys and a lot of little girls in the 80s and 90s. There was definitely a dinosaur craze in the late 80s, early 90s, capped off with Jurassic Park. And these toys are super common. I had Eon.
Everyone
had
these.
Just a plethora, not Eons. I had... I was going to say, I feel like dinosaur toys were in my entire childhood. I just always had them. And I had just a plethora of these different types of dinosaur toys.
Yeah. Would dinosaurs be offended? It'd be like playing with G.I. Joes. I mean, people play with dolls.
Yeah, I think it's probably
Dino dolls. I think it'd be all right. Yeah. And these early toys are crap, right? But we still like them. I think they'd be very impressed by the newer toys. The Jurassic Park toys were pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's hard to say. On one hand, you can say imitation is a sincerest form of flattery, but on the other hand, we had the previous one where there's a guy riding a dinosaur. So that's kind of the fine line with appropriation, right? Is like, are you paying respect to it as a concept, or are you mocking it? And I think the dinosaur toys are okay.
I don't think they're mocking. The dinosaur toys are just like, yep. It's just a toy. We want to play with dinosaurs. The costume is more like we're riding a dinosaur. I don't know.
And I mean, you know that's
not how dinosaurs work.
Right.
They're making a joke out of us.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right. Okay, here we go. Jurassic Park.
Yeah, what do you think? I mean, we all love Jurassic Park.
Here we go. Sorry, we'll talk about it. Yeah, what did dinosaurs think of Chris Pratt?
I want everybody to look at this not through their own lens, but through a dinosaur lens.
Yeah, through a dino lens.
I
mean...
What do you think?
I think they'd be annoyed, right? Like, oh, they just decided that they're going to make us again, but they're going to make us all wrong and then keep us in cages. Like, what? That's rude. I don't think they would like that.
That is also some of the messaging of the movie is like, this is a bad idea.
Yeah, that's fair.
They got raptors wrong, apparently.
And the Dilophosaurus is also not...
It's not like real at all.
Like, yeah, it doesn't look like that. It doesn't act like that.
They'd be watching and they'd be like, did you ever see one of them?
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Okay, so this is like, yeah, they would be annoyed. There'd be the nerd dinosaurs who'd be like, actually, that's not what we act like or do or look like, blah, blah, blah. Like, some people.
It'd be like...
And then there'd be some people that are like, or some dinosaurs like, it's still a cool story.
It'd be like, right, it'd be like if we watched a movie that aliens made based on some of the stuff they've seen, and like some of the humans were cat girls. We'd be like, guys, those aren't real. They aren't real cat girls. That was like a thing.
They're just mixing up mammals.
Yeah, no, they're like taking weird like anime fetish stuff and being like,
yes.
Here they are. I'm like, guys, cat girls weren't
us.
real,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I'm like,
the Dilophosaurus wasn't real. There was no spitting dinosaur, right?
That'd be cool though.
Or maybe there was.
That was a cool toy. You'd fill it with water and get your friends.
I had two versions of that one.
Oh.
I had the water one, and I had one that you squeeze the legs together or something.
And then it would go, go forward.
It had like a little speaker or something. Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel like this one's split. The movie I'm thinking of is like Interstellar, right? People are like, well, actually, that's not really what a black hole would look like, or whatever it is, right? And it's like, guys, shut up. It's a fucking movie. So, Jurassic Park equals Birth of a Nation. Oh, no. Oh, no, Saray.
Oh, my God. Saray just goes to 11 on all of these.
I fucking love Saray.
Okay. You,
fossil excavation.
Yeah.
Like grave robbing, essentially.
Yeah. Well, right, but by scientists.
Or this little idiot kid. I did this as a kid. You could go to places where it's like just bones are everywhere and go find one. Like you find, not bones, but fossils, right? Like, and usually it's like a fish or an old leaf or, that's the more common stuff you find.
How would fish feel about that?
But like the point is any bozo can go do it. It's not just scientists.
Right.
I did it up in Washington actually. There was a site where you could go and dig up stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. Like on one hand, again, it's helping educate humans about dinosaurs.
Oh, Polly.
And so, but listen, this happens today. Like things from
Grave
other
robbing?
Yes, but things from other people's cultures are like, look, on one hand, it helps educate people about it if they can experience it. But on the other hand, maybe it's being done poorly or being done in a way that's causing the young to not be respectful to whatever the idea is, right? And that, I mean, again, that's really the fine line of appropriation. It's like, if it's handled well, with respect, it can be a learning tool.
Yeah.
If it's handled poorly, it can be a tool to make people, rank or degrade a different culture, right, or whatever. Like,
yeah.
So that's, with all that in mind, being a little child and digging up fossils, I think it just needs to be run well. Listen, a lot of this stuff out here on the West Coast, I can tell you go to one of these like tourist trap things, the people that run them are yucky. So I don't know what kind of people were running.
I wasn't a tourist trap. I don't know. It was like a site, and there were like scientists there, because if you found something, like you would show them everything you find, and most of it was just like, yep, we've seen it 1,000 times. But once in a while, you'd find something that they hadn't seen, and then they'd take it, right, and study it. So it wasn't really like that.
So it was actually just labor.
Anyway.
It was
just free labor
free
from
labor.
children, yeah.
Oh, child labor.
There's nightclubs like that too, Meg. I missed it. It's been more than 30 seconds, so I don't remember what we're talking about.
Child labor.
Child labor, yeah.
Okay, well, dinosaurs might be okay with that.
Dinosaurs may not care about that, yeah.
Yeah.
Land Before Time.
So this fits somewhere between Barney and Jurassic Park. I think the T-Rex would feel like that was an offensive representation.
Yeah, like why doesn't he get to talk?
Yeah,
He's
why am
just
I
like a lumbering idiot.
I'm sorry. The baby animals that mostly eat plants, but I don't know, like kind of not like. Also, like this pterodactyl is a predator.
I know, and none of these things would actually get along. So they might be like, the message is nice, but this isn't how we would behave.
I think they would think this is again, especially T-Rexes. I think T-Rexes would be very angry if they came back. Raptors too. The predatory animals would be not happy with the depictions.
Yeah, because they're the bad guys. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's kind of biased.
It's a little biased. This one, I'm just not sure. Birth of a Nation, but specifically
T-Rexes. I gotta eat too. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Last but not least, now this is a
Polly. Someone get Polly out of here. What a menace.
This is a gas station chain in America. In I was gonna say Central America, in the Central United States and Southern. I don't see a lot of them in California, and I remember the first time I saw one, being like, "Wow, cool, a dinosaur on the gas station thing." It's called Sinclair. Here's the problem: like, it's a little fucked up because it's fossil fuel.
Right. It's made out of dinosaurs. So that's kind of probably the point of the logo, right? Like you're driving on dinosaur fumes. It'd
be like in War of the Worlds when they're using humans to fuel their spaceships or whatever.
War of the Worlds.
If they had like a little fill-up station and it had like a happy person on it.
I guess.
It's a little messed up. But then again, so are plastic dinosaur toys.
Right, I was thinking about that too earlier.
You're essentially...
This one's worse though because it's like directly Yep, like before it even becomes the plastic, this is what it is.
Yeah, and then you're just
literally just melted
and then
dinosaur.
Yeah, and then you're burning it into to ruin the planet, so you can drive down to Sheetz and get a made-to-order burger because you're too lazy to cook the chicken and rice that's in your house or something. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Oh my god.
Okay, now what we want to do next is we want to take these and put these in a ranking system. Mm-hmm. So we have our traditional S tier ranking, but we had to come up with other names other than D through S.
Yeah.
The more red the color is, the more worse it is. The more appropriation. So here are our levels.
I'm gonna choose more. I'm missing one. Sorry, go ahead.
Homemade. Missing one. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay, there we go. All right. Homemade.
He was there.
Okay. All right. Great. All
right.
Ahead. This is great. Homemade to bully at Maddie's. So how much cultural appropriation? You're over at Maddie's. She's having people over. You had some red wine, and she's just made tabbouleh. I think it's okay.
What's tabbouleh?
It's like a Middle Eastern cracked wheat salad with some stuff in it. Lemon juice. It's pretty good. It's weird that Maddie decided to pair them with burgers from the grill, but it's fine. If it's good, tabbouleh, I think it's okay. Next, we have the song Africa by Toto.
Yeah.
I think, and let's go ahead and toss the music video into it as well. Do you think...
I haven't seen the music video. I don't know what's in it.
It's fine. Some choices are made that...
I love how Patsy does not understand our chart at all.
Yeah, some choices. Is Pat just trying to take the rankings and move them into other rankings?
Okay, Africa by Toto, kind of offensive, but well-meaning, I guess. Men's History Month.
Yeah,
we don't need this.
Yeah,
it's getting into some...
It's getting pretty rough. Men's History Month is like the guy who's like, do we? Well, there's a Black History Month. There's a Women's History Month. Do we need a white men's history month? Like, not really. Like, why are you asking?
Talk about it all the time.
It's weird.
All the shit men do all the time. All right. Rachel Dolezal.
Yeah, I think that's
the woman who was pretending to be, who says she self-identifies as black, but she's not black at all. Yeah. Like in her ancestry, it's not there.
Well, she's just simply not a black woman.
She's just white. Yeah, she's a white girl.
Yeah,
okay.
So...
that's pretty bad.
That's her, yeah.
And then University of Alabama frat party.
Yeah, that's the worst.
The worst.
That's where whatever is going to happen that's bad is going to happen, and it's going to be bad.
Okay, well, that's definitely Sinclair, I think. We're going to just go straight to... That'll be like our...
You think so? Okay.
It's melting down their dead bodies and turning them into oil, and then, like, putting them... like slapping them on the logo for it. I think it's super offensive for a dinosaur.
Yeah,
what do you think?
And we're doing green good, red bad, which is, I know is the opposite of normally, but it's red, it's bad. Stay away from it. University of Alabama frat party, Sinclair. I don't know. How would you feel about?
It's fine, Pat.
All right. Well, let's.
We're being very scientific.
What about the bada? What about the costume?
Yeah. What's not offensive at all? We said this earlier. We said Seraphon are not offensive. They would think it's cool.
Yeah, I think Seraphon are homemade tabbouleh at Maddie's.
Yeah, Prehistoric Planet I would also put there because I feel like there was an honest attempt at being accurate.
I think Africa by Toto maybe.
Why? You just want to put something there.
I'm sure something's going to end up there. Okay, all right. And we might have to readjust, but I think you're right.
Okay, I'm going to throw Barney into Africa by Toto. But we can change it. What do you think?
Yeah, Barney might be Africa by Toto.
Why do we think that?
It's like you could maybe see how it's a little offensive, but again, well, we were saying the T-Rex might not be into it.
Oh, that's right. So kind of like a Men's History Month, you think, for Barney? I don't think
know.
Barney
It's a little
there. Men's History. All right. We'll say that. Okay, what about the dinosaur costume? I feel like that's up there pretty high. Like, where would you? It's like where.
Oh yeah, it's University of Alabama frat party for sure. Yeah.
Dino blackface.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Oh my gosh, Polly. The Dino Chicken Nuggets. What about that?
I at least Rachel Dolezal.
Yeah.
I don't know that they're quite as bad.
It's not quite as bad. It's not. It's like it's chicken. So there's a couple degrees of separation, but not much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, dragons.
I mean, I think dragons are probably I think they'd cut us some slack again because they're like, well, the old humans don't know, they didn't have science. It's either Africa by Toto or Homie to Bully at Maddie's.
Yeah, I'm putting Africa by Toto because it's still kind of like, God, you guys.
Right, like really, like you guys really let it go out of control. Like clearly,
like, where did the wings come from?
Yeah, where did wings come from, guys? Like it's like no, you know what a dragon is? They took all the different dinosaurs they found everywhere all together and put them all together.
Yeah.
Which is actually probably literally what they did.
They
probably
literally
like
the bottom of a lake or something, and
yeah.
there's just a bunch of dinosaurs drowned or for some reason they all went swimming. Okay, Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park, we said, is somewhere in the middle.
I think it's probably Men's History Month.
Men's History Month? Yeah, because it misrepresents some dinosaurs, but they might appreciate the good storytelling anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
They probably wouldn't like John Hammond. But you're not really supposed to.
Well,
you're not supposed to like him.
In the book, he's pretty
it's
bad.
Obvious, but in the movie, they make him really sympathetic, so that might annoy them.
Right.
Yeah, because when I was a kid, it didn't like click. Like, oh, he's a bad guy. Like, he's actually kind of a bad guy. Like, he shouldn't be doing this.
When you take a book,
really
when you take a book to pop culture, mass culture, you say, okay, scientist bad, lawyer bad, businessman good. That's how we do it in the U.S.
Businessman?
Yeah, businessman with crazy idea and lots of inherited wealth.
He's just one of those harebrained geniuses with a good idea that nobody believes in.
Just independently wealthy man, good guy. Scientist, lawyer, bad guy.
Dinosaurs, the show. It's hideous. I don't remember the humor of the show.
Yeah, it's at least Rachel Dolezal.
I was going to say it's probably up there because of the Uncanny Valley. What about Land Before Time? Oh, right. This one's split because, like, the dino eaters, the dino eating dinos.
It's at least
it.
It's at least a Men's History Month.
Men's History Month.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that makes me really sad. This movie makes me cry still. It's so good. Yeah.
But it's offensive to dinosaurs.
I'm asking you if it makes you cry.
No.
You don't cry over dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Okay. Little boy getting fossils. I think is pretty rude. I do consider it grave robbing.
Yeah, dinosaur.
Shut up, Polly. The sharp tooth, yeah.
Probably Rachel Dolezal.
It's up there. I think it's up there. I think excavating for like dead bodies isn't very nice.
All right, now this one, the last but not least, is
and I accidentally
toys.
Had it twice. My bad.
We could rank it into different. Let's rank it different at the same time. Really piss Polly off. Let's see. The toys, I think they're maybe Africa by Toto. Yeah. I don't think they're that bad.
Yeah. I don't think so either.
All right.
It's more about like children trying to appreciate their culture. So okay. All right, there we go, guys. That's our ranking of dino appropriation.
How do we do, folks at home?
Making toys of the dead. It's like Day of the Dead.
How do we feel? How do we do?
Yeah.
How would you do this differently?
Oh my God, Polly. Polly hates us.
We've always known that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This freaking guy. Okay, I'm gonna keep working on this. We have fan stuff to get to soon, and we have a poll to end, and we have bingo to talk about. It's all kinds of shit.
Yeah,
There we go.
Those dino nuggets are pretty offensive, though. I don't know. I don't know if we got those up high enough.
I think if people didn't know that Polly actually likes us, they would think he's a YouTube bully.
If our channel ever gets bigger, and that's a pretty big but if our channel ever gets bigger and we start getting more people in chat, eventually someone's going to be like, what the hell is this?
Why is he so mean to them? Why do they just keep bending over and taking it? Let me throw up the Barry meme.
Oh my God, yeah. Any
Barry.
Which horrible Barry meme?
I know.
Honestly.
I hope one of Barry's horrible memes wins Meme of the Year. Barry, you've got my vote.
Maybe, but that one by Ty is...
It's so good.
It's pretty good.
Hey, Kuvene.
We got Saray.
Sounds like Polly is mean because they care.
We got Saray at home.
Yeah. That one was great. Polly, why don't you give us a good meme? Polly, we haven't seen any of your hobby stuff in a while either. I'm going to start ripping on you now.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Hey.
What gives?
You know what's very funny? Sometimes we're in hobby hang with people. Like
Sometimes.
five or six other people. And I suddenly realized that we're the only ones actually hobbying. They're all playing like Animal
games. Yeah,
Crossing,
everyone's on silent. Animal Crossing.
Whatever.
That's what everyone's doing in hobby.
Monster Crossing or whatever. Whatever the game is. They're Monster Hunter. They're all playing. They all are just playing like a video game.
Okay.
It's interesting.
A monster video game. Soups was playing something called Deuce X something. Like, I don't know video games. I'm sorry, I wasn't really paying attention to that.
Deuce X?
Deuce, yeah. Deuce something. I don't know. Deuce X. Yes, I had it.
What?
That's it.
Is that really the name
yes,
of the game?
Yes, look at it. It's right there.
What the hell?
Thanks, Polly. Zach thinks I'm a fucking liar.
I know it's Aladdin. I'm just... Deus?
You wouldn't say it's not Deuce?
Oh, man, can you close that?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Interesting.
All right. Should we end the poll?
Oh, and no, they're playing Monster Hunter and Marvel Rivals. That's what everybody's playing.
Monster Crossing.
Monster Crossing and Marvel Sandwiches or whatever it is. Yeah, let's end the poll. Okay. It looks like folks at home are saying no but it's pretty evenly split here though. Let's have a look.
Dinosaur Bones and Quetzal.
Oh, it's split.
We're ending it. 37 votes, 16 likes. What are you people doing? Cost you nothing. Yeah. Dinosaur Bones, I think won.
Yeah, so no Dinosaur Bones. Well, that's good. After they just saw the poll, our segment.
It's rude, yeah.
Yeah, it would be rude.
It'd be rude of us. Rude of Matt Rose. It's 11:30. At 11:30, I think we'll switch to fan stuff, yeah? There's a lot of progress this week.
Oh, good. Then, yeah.
Yeah. How's your project going? Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's good. You know what? I hate to say this, but unfortunately, I'm doing 2 layers of paint on this thing, which is good. It's a good thing, but this is just the first. Mm-hmm. What I think I might do after I get done this facing is just so people can see what it's gonna look like.
Okay.
Up close, because I don't need to do the whole thing in this dark color, and then we want to see how the chair is coming out.
Chair, yeah. So I've got like the concrete-ish look applied. It's just a stamp. It's just like foam.
It's sponging, basically.
Sponging, thanks. Yeah. I was like, what is the word? Yeah, just sponging on. It was 2 colors. So first was Karak stone, and then Ushabti bone over that. Oh, and then I did some edge highlighting with white. Yeah, it's not a spaceship. Freaking Zach. This is a spaceship. It doesn't even protect your lungs. Like,
they don't need it. They're good.
All right. They have space gills. Yeah. So anyways, I'm just laying in the metallics. Hey, Voodoo. How are you? Oh my gosh. Soups heard a bird outside. Apparently that's a big deal over there.
What? They have plenty of birds.
Yeah, but they don't sing because it's always raining and they're depressed.
There's a piece.
We should take bets on how many days of sun we're going to get while we're over there.
Yeah,
we could play at Price is Right style.
Yeah, and April is probably a pretty funky month for weather, because it is in most of the northern hemisphere, to be honest with you. So I don't know what April's like in the UK, but I know it can be weird. And May. Wait, we're going March and April, not April and May.
What is he saying? The cruel harvest is finally over soon now. We will feel the blissful warmth of the day star on our skin once more. Okay.
That's some Wicker Man shit.
I know, it's pretty good. Poor Brits and their lack of sun. Not getting enough vitamin D.
But, like, apparently no one gets enough vitamin D.
Yeah, but especially them. Oh my God, Soups, I read that really fast. I was like, oh, why did he say that? Yeah. Hey, Brian. Soulblight's sad for another week. No, why? Is using an umbrella in California cultural appropriation of the English?
You don't really hardly ever need an umbrella in California.
Not really. I'm like, when it's raining, I just stay inside. But like, yeah, if it's raining really hard, I would take one if I needed it, but not really.
Yeah.
Oh, no Soulblight. Yeah. Gitz.
It's sort of like...
You just look like a twat, as they say. A twat.
Yeah, it's sort of like... I don't know. Rain in California is interesting. Like it can come down really hard, but never for long.
It's super quick.
And often it's just kind of drizzly all day, but like barely even that. It's almost like it's just like misting all day.
I wouldn't even say all day, but when it is, I mean that's what
that
makes.
can happen,
I think that's why
yeah.
I get so cold. The air just like holds moisture. I mean any place like that, yeah. Necromunda next week. Yeah, did I get that wrong? Gitz is on pre-order now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, not next week. We just talked about that.
Yeah, I actually don't really... Do you like umbrellas, Meg? I don't really like umbrellas.
Why would anyone like umbrella? Like, what do you mean by like them? Like, what? I mean, I guess they're useful, so I guess I'm glad they exist.
I mean, yeah, I pretty much would never use one.
As a kid, I used it. But now it's like, I don't spend enough time walking around in the rain to like feel like I need one. I'm just running to the car really fast or something. Yeah, exactly, Soups.
It feels like one of those peak things that people lose.
Like if I were gonna go
like you
out,
leave it somewhere and it's gone. Oh,
I
lost
guess
my umbrella.
if I were gonna go out with an umbrella, it would be because I'm like, I have to go walk around town today, and it is going to rain all day. So I definitely want an umbrella. I don't know, like I can't think of the last time I needed one. Too windy for an umbrella. But yeah, I guess. Do I like this? Sure. I don't dislike umbrellas. They're fine. I've had too many flip inside out. I haven't actually had that happen to me, I don't think. Have you ever had an umbrella flip?
Yeah, I've had wind screw up my umbrellas before, yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. It's getting late. We're going to jump to fan stuff because you guys have been plugging away at stuff. Starting with Allele.
Oh yeah, getting some not deepkin, some
Oh my gosh, Lumineth. Zach. Yeah. Looks nice.
Good color scheme,
Oh
yeah.
my
Classic.
Look how nice the true metallic looks. I'm like, so much faster. Yeah, it looks great. Nice cream and blue scheme. And I like to see how other people are doing their Lumineth now that I'm stuck doing Lumineth.
Yeah.
Timbit. So last week we showed the base that was finished being built. And now the whole thing is finished. This is a showpiece. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is, I think he did put it on the right size to play with, but that's not the plan.
Yeah. It looks good, for
so
sure.
cool.
I love the green going on in the base.
I just think the composition is amazing.
Yeah.
Like these things busting out of the, I don't know, from below the surface maybe, but it's very cool.
It's like weirdly vertical, which I like.
Yeah. I love the bricks spilling out of the base. It's super cool. Voodoo had a few options, a few things that they shared this week. I thought this one was cute. I love the banner.
Yeah, the banner
is that
really
a stencil, nice. Voodoo? Or is that freehand? little orc head. It looks cool.
It's good either way.
Yeah.
There's like an oiliness to
it's like dirty orcs, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks cool. Yeah, I really like the banner. Yeah, nice work.
Yeah, it's really pretty, Voodoo. It's nice hanging out with Voodoo in the mornings. Soups. This is Spider.
Yeah, this is the warp spider. This is the new lady, the Exarch. The Phoenix Lord.
He named it something.
Well, she has a name, but I don't.
No. I know, but he gave it its own like lewd name in our Discord, and I don't remember what it is.
Do you have it?
No.
Oh, yeah. He says, lick this.
Yeah, I like this. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks nice. I'm liking his color palette, like with the pink and the white. Yeah, it looks really nice.
It's really pretty.
Yeah, and he's been cranking out a lot of stuff.
He posted a few pictures of it from different angles, and I like this. This is the best angle you see from the front, but a couple of the other pictures just had better lighting, but they weren't fully in focus, so I didn't want to pick them. But go check them out in the Discord. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what's up next?
Let's see. Oh, Midgar. Midgar's been working on rats.
Yes, yeah. It's been nice having Midgar. He's been jumping into chat a lot more recently, which has been good. Not chat, sorry. Our hobby hang.
Yeah. Which is a chat.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah, it's been really nice having him around. And yeah, he's been working on these guys. This is great. The red and the green, the skin tone. Up until now, I've only seen clan rats. And clan rats are kind of interesting. You can really like get, sorry, what I'm trying to say is you can't, okay. I've seen a lot of great clan rats. Midgar's clan rats look good. But I don't think you can quite always tell, especially just from a photo, like how good of a painter somebody is just from a clan rat. Whereas like this is pretty nice. Like you can really see what Midgar puts time and effort into more outside of a clan rat. Like you can see more, there's more space to play.
Yeah.
So to speak. Which is awesome. Brian, that's awesome to hear that you're doing 80 Dark Oath. Saray is eventually going to be doing something like that. Yeah, that's fun. I'm excited to see those kinds of armies. So yeah, this is great. This is very nice. Okay, next, what do we got, Meg?
Oh, yeah, Rudy.
Rudy,
thank you,
really
Rudy.
nice. Yeah, this is awesome. Rudy's been getting, obviously, like we all know Rudy at this point. Rudy does a lot of terrain. He does a lot of he's doing a lot of these Tyranids too. What is this thing? Maliceptor? I'm like always forgetting the name of all the new Tyranids. This guy looks great though. Thanks, Rudy. Thanks always, Rudy, for your support, by the way. Good to hear from you. Hope you're having a good time with the family before you get back to work. I'm glad you're getting some time off. Okay, this is some historic stuff. What is this? Sorry, Meg has these here. Meg did fan stuff today. I'm not sure who this is. Let me find this, folks. This is Spirecraft. What game is this? Is this a? I know. Oh, I think it is Turnip 28 Polychrome. I think Spirecraft. I know somebody in our Discord has been doing Turnip 28, and I think it's Spirecraft. These look so like grody in a good way. This is nice. Look at this. Honestly, like on first glance, I didn't think much of the bases, like one way or the other. On second glance, though, I kind of like how just how awful Battlefield, like just blown up grass and I don't know. I'm kind of digging the vibe of the bases. Very nice. Really cool stuff this week. Okay, moving on. We've got, let's see. Who is working on... We just finished this guy. I just finished this guy. This is Looney. Oh, this is Looney.
Looney.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Pretty.
He's been fun. It's fun to paint. The
love
wings.
how it looks like fire.
Yeah. Really nice. Liking the purple. Liking the cloaks. This is such a good place to, like, up your game. You know what I mean?
And I like the base, too. It's a really nice base scheme.
Yes, it's the classics are a classic for a reason, kind of a thing. But it does look good.
Yeah.
It looks nice to pack your foresty, which I think this is, foresty bases with stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, don't be sparse. Just go nuts. Looks good.
Yeah. Devin, we know this guy. You guys, Devin, this is Devin Bush. Brush Adept is where you can find him on Instagram. Also, he is a friend of the channel. He's his channel is listed in our, if you go to our homepage, our YouTube page, at the bottom it says Friends of the Channel, and he's there. He teaches our Mandrill Workshop classes from time to time. He's actually going to be on stream next week, next Sunday with me. It's coming up fast.
It is coming up fast.
Yeah.
I get a
day off.
I get a day off. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's been working on this bust. This is actually the first time I think I've seen it. I don't know if he's been showing his progress, but gorgeous, of course. I'm excited to see how this does on the painting competition circuit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what this is for, right?
I mean, of course.
I guess like whenever
he's a competition level painter.
I guess whenever he's painting, that's kind of what he's thinking.
Yeah. So I'm excited. You guys, so he'll be here next week. You can ask all your burning hobby questions while he's on stream. But I love this. I've wanted to do a piece kind of like this where the light is very harsh and different from two different sides.
Yeah.
So this is nice inspiration for that.
Yeah, it's kind of a thing, right?
Yeah.
It's a good look, and busts are awesome for this. Very nice, yeah. Exciting, yeah.
Siege Roots, I
think
believe.
so. I think
yes.
so, right? Yeah.
Yes, Siege Roots was excited because they got a new camera. So it took some
the
nice
pictures
new
are
photos.
better.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Yeah. I like this guy.
Nice clean work.
I like these guys well, I like all of them, but honestly, I like the two on the sides a lot. It's kind of nice. It's almost like they almost have like a look of being like a toy look, like that I really like. You know what I mean? I think it's because like the colors he's using, it's almost like McFarlane. It's like the exact right color that you see people use for ultramarines.
Sure. Yeah.
And just like a very pure form.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Pure is a good way to describe this paint job. It is very pure looking. Looks nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right. This is this? No. Sorry, you guys. I always feel so bad when I forget. Kazoo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Kazoo was hanging out recently.
Yeah.
In Hobby Hang. It was nice. Nice to see them. This is cool. I love this little like bloody guy. He's so gross. Yeah, love the axe. That it really pops. Undertaker. What is this model?
It's some kind of Crow Boy.
Yeah.
But actually, I don't know.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. This is fun. This is a fun little model. The red and green is nice. It really, all the red stuff pops. So yeah, your eye just goes straight to that bloody axe.
Right? It is some kind of Crow Boy, right? Oh, Flesh Eater. Oh, right. Sorry, I'm just because it's green.
Yeah.
This is the Royal Executioner. Yeah.
Thanks. Makes sense because he's got an executioner hat.
Yeah, we had like some other executioner like kit that that then isn't getting, so we don't use the real Royal Executioner, and so I don't think I've actually seen it, this kit.
No.
Yeah.
Cody did another 3-fer. Yeah. Is this from MCP?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Cody was saying he's also working on Marvel Crisis Protocol terrain. Like he's got a bucket of it to work through.
Yeah. I saw it. It's
so
like some of it. I think he has the truck. We've got the trucks. Mm-hmm. That's actually kind of all that's left for us. Is the rest of the building and the trucks, which hopefully can go quick. I think there's a couple of things Saray needs to touch up, but with his stuff. But this as always looks good. He's got this style down. This is an exaggerated. I view like his comic book style almost as an exaggeration of his normal style, and that's a compliment. Like he likes to kind of cell shading a bit, but uses it very minimally often when he paints. And here it's like amped up a little bit. Yeah. I don't know what the guy on the left is.
On the left, I don't know either, but it's Punisher in the middle.
Magneto.
Is that Magneto? Yeah. Who is that guy? I don't know. Winter Soldier. There we go. Thanks, Cody.
Winter Soldier? He needs a jacket.
Yeah. Yes, he does. This is Nate.
It's more like Spring Soldier. Oh, yeah. Cool. This is great.
Isn't this beautiful?
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah, the shield work is great.
The purple. What an interesting choice. I wouldn't have expected it. It looks so nice. Yeah. And then it's very royal looking, right?
Yeah.
This army, the blue and the red and the purple like that. And that post is still coming out of this guy's head. It's still a thing.
What's up with soups today?
Everyone's being weird. It's great. We love it. Nate, welcome. I don't know how long you've been, I forgot to check how long you've been hanging out with us. I don't think we've seen a lot posted from you, so it's really nice to see you submit stuff to the Discord.
The metallic, honestly, like we painted this army, true metallic. It can be hard to get it to look good. Like it's easy, but it can also just kind of be like, well, there it is. That's that. Hope you like it. His looks good.
His looks really nice. 2 weeks. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it looks like he's like.
This is Patsy's partner at work.
Yeah.
Nice.
It looks like he's like done a nice job of like getting the metallic
awesome.
weathered and stuff. Yeah, looking good.
Happy to have you. And then last but not least,
here's some Cruel Boys.
Liberty. Yeah, Liberty wanted to. Here's some Cruel Boys. Yeah, because the other one was just green skin. So we're like, Cruel Boys. Okay.
Eater,
Yeah. Liberty is also working on camera photography skills. So he reshot a bunch of photos of his stuff. There's a lot more photos in there. You should go take a look.
It can actually be hard to get good photos of this many models at multiple depth levels.
That's what I was going to tell you, Liberty. You didn't ask, but yeah, a couple things. He's all right. Like this is a group shot. It's going to be almost impossible unless you have a wide angle lens to get them all in focus because of they're just so small. The depth of field range is very small for you to work with. So when that happens to me, like it'll even happen on a single model. Like if it's a big model. Yeah. And I'll have to like turn the model a specific way so that the things that I want in focus are on the same plane.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like a face and like maybe a wing, right? It's hard to do.
We've been doing a lot of photography recently. I've been doing a lot for the channel. And literally, I actually, what I've been doing is setting the camera on manual focus and putting a guy where I want them. And then I manual focus. And then our camera shows like this blue fuzzy stuff wherever things are in focus. And then I just start grabbing other models and I pull them in until they get the blue fuzzies on them.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of how I set up these like video shots that I've been taking recently. But like basically finding out where focus is and then pulling models into that area to be alongside them. That said, these all look great. The purple, digging the purple shields.
I think your photos are, this looks so much nicer than your last photos that you've uploaded.
Photo booths, Meg.
I was just going to say, you need a little brush to get rid of the debris.
Yeah.
Liberty.
We also have found, Meg and I'm going to speak for Meg here, and she can confirm or deny, but we found the photo booths, that type that he had there, to be...
I had a hard time working with it after a while.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to phrase it, like kind of hard to work with. is a good way of phrasing
Well,
it. Yeah.
they're reflective. The backdrops are reflective. And what I found was that I wanted fabric instead, because the fabric isn't reflective. It's just cloth. So, you saw at Liberty, like, where the sheet kind of bends where you have it set. Like,
it does funny things with light.
It reflects light in, like, a band towards the bottom. And that, I was like, I don't feel like dealing with this anymore. But they're good tools, though. They get the job done. And it doesn't look bad. Like, there's a kind of a reflective section, but it's smooth. That's fine.
There's a second component to them that I don't like. We have a little like makeshift thing set up here that
ours
Meg
is
made,
janky,
but it's good. But here's what I actually like.
Elijah.
Here's what I actually like about the one you have, Meg. Those boxes, like I think one of the things that it gets people excited about those, the photo boxes, is that light box or whatever it's called, is that you can pack it up and store it. But you really can only pack up and store most of it. The actual backings are, again, kind of miserable to deal with.
They're a little cumbersome.
They're cumbersome. And what they do is they give you, most of the kits you're going to buy like off Amazon, they give you like 4 or 5 of different colors. And you end up with this roll of these plastic sheets that you really can't do anything with. I mean, I think you're supposed to store them flat. So I guess if you have some, like a bookshelf up against the wall, you could slide them in there or something. But like the actual like folding up the thing is okay. And then you can set that somewhere, but
I mean, you don't get it because it's, well, yeah.
No, but I kind of think people do get them for that. Like you're saying, you don't get them because they're easy to work with or like easy to store.
Not necessarily storing, but it's all in one, right? Like you don't have to go around like collecting like your lights and your black backdrop and your reflective, I don't know, things to bounce light back. Like it's all there. It's a kit. It's easy. It's cheap.
Yeah.
So that's why I think. I mean, that's why I got it before. I was like, okay, good, this will work. And then I think for our needs, it really didn't.
It's not the first one we've gotten rid of. I've found that we've more than once we've bought one and then like, oh yeah, this doesn't actually work that well. And anyway, they're worth a try. They might work well for different people.
Liberty. Yeah. It looked fine. It looked good.
Yeah. Also, that band of light at the bottom, some people it's like not a problem.
It's
really.
not. No. It's just, do you want it or not? Yeah. Speaking of Liberty, we should talk about bingo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we have bingo. You want to go over the rules, Zach? If you guys are not in our Discord server yet, you should be. So go join it. So that you can get a bingo card, and we're going to talk about what's going on with bingo in our Discord.
Yeah. We have...
I'm like jumping the gun here. There we go.
Yeah.
I kind of said this part already. But yeah, Liberty is who you want to bug for a bingo card. He loves being harassed, so make sure you do that. And they're totally randomized. If you want to participate, just, check out your squares. Pick a square that you want to focus on, get something done for it, and then share your progress in our Hobby Bingo channel. You can go see what everybody's been working on if you just joined Necromancer. And then when you get a whole bingo done, then post a picture of your bingo board in Hobby Bingo for sure. And that way you'll get a badge for your accomplishment from Liberty. There's a badge for getting 1 bingo line, 6, and then fully completing your board. Then you can go ahead and get another board. There are some people who have already finished their first board. Like I think they've probably finished it in January. But this is a whole year. This is a whole year of this that we're doing. It's just to help keep you motivated. It's been helping me for sure. I get very excited when I cross off a square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep saying I need to.
So this is what we have this week. Yeah. So Soups submitted a couple of things. I thought that I forget what it is, Soups, but it's super cute and you painted a little leaf on it. I like it.
Oh yeah, it's a little Eldar weapon.
Yeah. Also, what we like to do during bingo, showing off bingo, is make fun of people's bingo cards. Mm-hmm. So that happens as well. So you get a little bit of harassment. Soups' card is at least consistent.
It's pretty good.
And it's red, but you know what he should have done to make it better? Instead of circles, blood drops. Like, hello. He's a Blood Angels guy.
I know.
This guy.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. This is Vino's. Vino printed his out. What do you think about that?
Well, we always make fun of people who print them out. That said,
I think it's cute.
That said, I'm probably going to go print mine out. We don't have a printer here at the house. If we did, I would have already printed mine out. I'll be honest.
That's cool. Chef finished a commission.
We're chefs. Oh, the one right before?
That was just chefs. Yeah, the one we were
makes sense.
At.
His bingo cards look like hell.
And I actually finished something,
Look at
which is nice.
Honestly, you're trying to be cute here with the little pictures in there, but it's starting to look like shit, Mag.
I want to keep it so it's like a scrapbook. It's like, here's what I did for each thing all year. Yeah.
I see it. I appreciate the effort, but
he hates it.
I think it's falling into the category just because you can do it, should you do it?
Yes, you should. Anyways, you guys, thanks for doing bingo. Thanks for submitting stuff to our Discord. It's always very inspirational. It's so nice to look back and see what you guys have been doing. How the vines going? You haven't even done a whole side. Man, these vines.
They are going to take a while. I'm about to finish one side here. I do not normally spend this long on terrain, but this is a centerpiece. It is meant to look nice. I just hope we can get that floating magnet on it as well.
I'm sure. You can do anything you set your mind to, Zach. We're coming up on time. What are you thinking, Zach? I'm sure you're not going to get to a good stopping point. Like, just get it through your head.
No, that's fine. I'm gonna finish the vines on one side, which I'm happy about.
Oh, okay. That's good.
So I mean, it's nice for me to see what it's gonna look like. For the most part, I'll be honest with you. I still am probably gonna hit these with one more layer, pretty quick and light, of moot green.
Okay.
Just to bring things out a little bit more. But yeah, I'm glad I picked the vine side and am doing this. And honestly, I probably am also still gonna, like I said, I'm still gonna put like three or so of the big vines on this thing. Like it's a different plant, like a different type of vine or whatever. But that's pretty much it.
Nice.
That's where we're headed.
Okay.
Like I said, I'll either mix a little bit of yellow into this color I have here, and bump it up a bit with one last kind of, just like hitting a couple areas, just like hitting a couple leaves carefully in some spots. Goes a long way. You can actually highlight stuff like this super fast. Just, like little just areas with the side of your brush or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to stop. I think we should call it.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. Sorry. I'm going to get to my stopping point and then I'll call it. I just have a little bit of the gold to throw down. And then it's just details at this point. So this is basically like the base coat for these chairs is getting that kind of blue concrete look down and then picking out the gold highlights. And then from there, it's just like, all right, details, let's do them. So here's my chair.
Okay. Looking good.
Wow. Does it look? And then there's Slan, right? So they're like little friend chairs. I don't know.
It's like his little baby helper.
Yeah. He's like, you come help me with this chore over here. We're gonna go zap some nurglings.
I like it.
Because that's all Slan can handle.
That guy, the little skink guy on the chair is really good.
Yeah, I haven't built him yet.
I'm excited for you to get
the kit is really nice for this. Because as you can see, the chair is completely separate. Same with Slan. All the chair kits are very nice. You can separate your stuff out really easily.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, we have 60 mandrels. We are 9 away from the magic number. And we're trying to come up with what we want to do when we hit it. But thank you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you members. Thank you folks who just joined the Discord. Thank you for sharing your work with us. Thank you mandrels, of course, for your extra support each month. It means a lot. We know you choose to do that. Not just like, it's not hoisted upon you like these gifted memberships are. Anything else, Zach?
I think we did it.
We did it. We're going to go get lunch.
All right. Bye, folks. Be kind to each other. Be kind to yourselves. Always be creating. See you later.
Bye.